Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Tiffani Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons, and today I am showing you a cook with me, clean with me, and a little bit of pampering. The first thing that we're doing in today's video is making some chicken teriyaki, and then we'll clean up a little bit and make a delicious chocolate mug cake and then do some pampering, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. We've been using HelloFresh for a while now, and one of the things that I love the most about it is honestly that I don't have to think about what meals to make. All I have to do is go onto their website and pick what we want for that week, and it really is just like a mental break for me because I do love cooking, but sometimes it gets really hard and repetitive to plan meals, so that is one of the main reasons that I love HelloFresh. Another thing that I really love about it is that it teaches me how to use new ingredients because, like I said, I do love to cook. HelloFresh does have something for everybody though. You don't have to love cooking to get HelloFresh. Their food is absolutely delicious, and there literally is something for everybody. They have low-calorie options, vegetarian options, and family-style recipes every single week. So the recipe that we got is for the entire family. There's 5 of us, and we will all be eating this for dinner. Also, it just saves time. The meals usually take between 20 to 30 minutes, and it's just easy, delicious, and fresh. HelloFresh saves so much time because I don't have to go to the grocery store and I don't have to meal plan. I literally just pick what I want, but it also helps me eat more sustainably because all of their food is pre-packaged, pre-portioned, so there's no food waste, and I really love that. It's super flexible. You can add meals, you can add sides like garlic bread or desserts like cookie dough. You can even skip a week if you need to, and the best part is HelloFresh is now from $5.66 per serving, which is an amazing price. You can now use my code Beastons10 to get 10 free meals, including shipping with HelloFresh. All you have to do is go to HelloFresh.com and use code Beastons10 during HelloFresh's New Year's sale for 10 free meals, including free shipping. So far I have cleaned all of my produce, and I have chopped up some fresh ginger, some scallion, some yellow onion, and now I'm just slicing up some peppers, and this will all be for our chicken teriyaki. Even though sometimes it is harder cooking with kids, I love when Carter tries to help me cook. Tanner helps me cook sometimes too, but I love that it gets them into cooking and trying the ingredients that I'm using. So I really encourage you to allow your kids to help in the kitchen because it definitely helps them learn and expands their palate. So in my pot, I just melted 2 tablespoons of butter, and now I'm adding half of my ginger to it. I'm just going to let this cook until it becomes fragrant and I could really smell the ginger. After that, I'm going to add some water and let that boil. I will have everything written in the description box below on how to do this recipe, but you can adjust anything to your taste. I always like to encourage that. It doesn't have to be exact. Some people may not want as much ginger, some people may want more ginger. You can always adjust your recipes, and also if it's only a serving for 2 people, I'm making this serving for 5 people, so our measurements might be a little different. But while I'm waiting for that water to come to a boil for our rice, I'm just going to clean up a little bit and get everything ready for dinner. I'm going to take the plates out, and that one big plate over in the corner there is my favorite plate ever. I got it at Marshall's for like $10, and it just helps me serve meals family style, and I absolutely love it. The kids are now upstairs in the playroom, so I know that they're done playing for the night. There's not that big of a mess in the living room, just pretty much straightening up and putting away a couple of toys and just straightening up our throw pillows. A lot of nights I have to work after the kids go to sleep just because that's what it's like working from home. However, my goal most nights is to have everything done so that once I get the kids down, I can just relax and watch something and just spend time with Chris. So our water is boiling now. It feels good that I got a little bit done. I try to be efficient as possible. And now we're adding in our jasmine rice, and I'm gonna let this sit with the cover on it for about 18 minutes. Next, I'm just heating up my pan here and adding some peanuts into here. You don't need any oil or anything like that. You're just gonna dry roast these peanuts. It just helps give like a better flavor. And by the way, I'm still loving my new pots and pans. They're amazing. So I took the peanuts out and now I'm just warming up some oil. Lately I've been using avocado oil instead of olive oil, just a personal preference that I wanted to try. And I'm just going to brown my onions, and then I'm going to add my peppers and let those get simmered down and cooked a little bit more. Now I'm just adding my chicken to that same exact pan, and we're gonna let that cook, and we're gonna use some salt and pepper on that chicken as well. Now my little tan man is down here and he wants to help cook as well. He's just now starting to get into it. Usually he is quite, I don't know how to explain it. He's a piece of work when I'm trying to cook, and when he helps me cook, he likes to add extra ingredients and taste absolutely everything, which can be fine unless it's raw egg, but you know, he's learning. Now I'm just adding some scallion and a little bit more ginger, and then I'm adding this delicious sauce to it. This sauce was so good, and it was gluten-free as well. Now I'm just going to leave this here for a while and let the sauce thicken, and while I'm waiting for that, we already have the table set, so I'm just going to try to pick some things up and load up the dishwasher and hand wash whatever dishes need to be washed. Our rice is done, so I'm adding that first, and then I will add the rest of our meal to it. A lot of you would probably put the rice on the bottom, but I'm doing it, you know, side by side just in case the kids want plain rice. You never know what they're going to feel like that day, but it was delicious and everybody really enjoyed this meal. I will definitely go back to this recipe again.
God is great, God is good.
Thank you for our food. Amen. Thank you for cooking.
You're welcome. Thank you for that, Mom. You're welcome.
After dinner, we went up and gave the kids a bath and put them to bed, but I'm doing a close-up of my table just because I wanted you to see from afar on camera with a white table. It just looks clean, but I wanted you to see up close that it's definitely not clean after dinner. So the first thing I'm doing is just loading up the dishwasher and washing some dishes, and then we'll get back to that mess over there. next I'm just spraying and wiping everything down. I'm using my thieves cleaner, and I just added this time a little bit of orange and a little bit of grapefruit and a tiny bit of lime for just a really fresh scent. And finally, I'm just gonna let the Robo Rock do its thing and clean up for me. And now I'm gonna make another mess in my kitchen. I'm going to make our little mug cakes. This is my first time making these. I always wanted to make them. I actually really wanted to make my chocolate chip banana muffins that we make every single week. The kids are obsessed with them. I stopped buying those little mini muffins and we just have the chocolate chip banana muffins every week. But I didn't have chocolate chips. I'm happy to say that I got groceries today and we are now back in the chocolate chip game. But here I am making this mug cake. I would give it a 6 out of 10. I don't know if it was from like being gluten-free or not melting the coconut oil enough. It was very delicious, but it was dry. Maybe I should have just like microwaved it for like a shorter period of time, but I will leave that recipe below. It was good, just not great. I think maybe I just didn't have enough coconut oil. I'm not sure what I did wrong. It was still good, just not great. So I have all my dry ingredients here. I'm going to mix that up, and now I'm doing my wet ingredients. The first thing I'm doing is melting that coconut oil and then adding in some vanilla extract. And then finally we're going to add an egg to that, but on the recipe I saw that I missed the baking powder, so I'm glad that I realized that. So Chris and I had a little mug cake date, and after that, now I'm working on my DIY face mask. I got rid of a lot of products that had like a lot of extra junk in them, and I started doing like a little bit of a more natural route. So this is just a face mask that I will also have linked below, because I know it's just easier for people to either go to links or to see the exact recipe. But it's basically a little bit of gelatin, a little bit of steamed milk, some fresh lemon juice, and then whatever essential oils you want. I use lavender and geranium just because they're so good for your skin. So I'm going to go ahead and let the bath fill up, but as I was up here, I realized that I forgot to make my drink that I've been making every single night. It's called Natural Calm. It's just like a magnesium drink, and it's completely natural, and it's really delicious and just helps me sleep better. So I went downstairs and made that while the bathtub was filling up. Next, I'm just putting some Epsom salts in the bath. These are just Epsom salts with some essential oils in them. And while that continues to fill up, I'm going to put on this DIY face mask. But first, I'm taking my makeup off, and I just like to use the makeup remover towels instead of like stripping my skin with chemicals. The thicker you put this on, the longer it's going to take to dry. I really liked it. It worked really great on my skin. So I'm going to leave this on while I get into the bath, and then after my bath, I'm just going to use my new Sunless Tanner I've been using. I do really like it, but it is not forgiving. So although it is natural, you have to make sure that you definitely like know where you're putting it, or you will have spots. You should see my feet right now. They look very funny. So next, I'm just peeling this off. Look how you can see how tight my skin got, but you know that it's taken out all the yucky stuff. Now that that is all off, I'm just doing my chapstick and then going to do my skincare routine. I made a little under eye serum that I've been using for a while now, and then I'm also using just a face serum. My favorite part of my routine that I've noticed the biggest difference in is this like lash serum that I made. It's mainly with castor oil and then a couple of like essential oils, but I think the castor oil itself has really helped my eyelashes. But now that that is done, I'm just going to drink my natural calm and brush out my hair and braid it for bed. And something I noticed that really helps my anxiety, I talk about this a lot, our list. So right now I was feeling like a little bit overwhelmed with how much I had to do, and I feel like I couldn't really keep track of it. So before bed, I'm just going to write down everything that I could think of that is coming up in the next couple of days, because it just helps me sleep so much better. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to check out HelloFresh. You can get 10 free meals including free shipping using my code Beastons10. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code Beastons10.